Annyeonghaseyo! Welcome to Afternoona Delight, where Leah, Megan, and Amy, romance novelists and your K-romance guides. So grab some dekboki and listen to your new favorite unease.
Good evening, everyone. It is Leah Riley here.
Mixing it up. Hello, it's Megan.
Hi there, I'm Amy.
So February's gone really fast, and we are almost at a very important time of year, which is Megan's birthday. And I thought that because it's my husband's birthday tomorrow, and it made me
Fellow
think,
Pisces.
yes. And so this is where I'm going with it. Everyone was like, "What should we talk about for banter? We can't come up with anything." I was like, "Start it. I got something."
Yeah.
And I want to talk really briefly on, we have not delved into our astrological signs here, really.
Oh,
And so it's Pisces season at the moment.
it is Pisces season.
And
we
so I
love to
thought we could
cry.
Yeah, I think we need to touch. I'd like to just have a quick chitty chat on astrology. But okay, so first of all, so Megan's a Pisces. Do you know your rising and your moon, blah, blah, blah? We don't have to.
I did at one point, and now I can't
Don't worry.
remember.
Okay, we're just going to stick with sun.
I don't know any of that stuff, yeah.
A
Okay.
rising, I think it's Gemini.
Okay, well, we will just keep it surface level.
Yeah.
So yeah, Megan's a Pisces, which is funny because sometimes we'll talk about it. My husband, who's also a Pisces, and the commonalities that they both have between them. Which
it's funny because
You
sometimes you'll be like, "This is how Nick reacted to something," and obviously it's not how like you would react. And I'm just like, "Oh, that's exactly how I would react," because I'm a Pisces and Nick is a Pisces, and
yes,
we react.
Nick's Achilles heel is that he's like an ISTJ on the Myers-Briggs, which is like the most logic, right? Is it right brained is the logic one or the left brain?
Left brain.
Left brain
brain.
is the logic brain. And so yeah, he's like coming from that, but then he's got this like Pisces thing like fucking him up like every day. So
Yeah, I gotta be honest, it must be hard to be in his head. I have to be honest with you. Like
yes.
a left brain logical Pisces, that's gotta be hard.
I think very hard.
Hard
I think the core of the deep neuroticism, and then went and got a PhD. Like nobody who gets a PhD comes out unscathed. Everyone gets deeply fucked up by the experience.
Right.
So, okay. And then Amy, you are a Cancer, correct?
Correct.
All right. So
I don't
that
know much
feels
about
like
Cancers.
I feel like this embodies you actually. Like you like your home.
I do. Yeah. I mean, I will leave it, but like COVID was not hard for me.
Wait, is Cancer the crab? Is Cancer
Yeah.
the crab?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like ruled by my sign by any means, but like every now and then when I read something about it, I'm like, yeah, that's me.
Mhm.
I think you've got like a protective shell, but then you also are you're pretty sensitive.
Mhm.
You're very home oriented. I think you're very loyal. You're imaginative. Yeah, I think that wow, both of you are water signs too.
What does that mean to be a water sign?
Just kind of more in like that, like, I guess like embodying kind of like sensitivity, I would say to me is like that seems to be like a hallmark of it. Kind of like they're feelers in the zodiac. Also can be like a little oversensitive sometimes.
Yeah.
But have like a lot of have a lot of like emotional like depth and empathy.
Wait, what are you? I knew at one point, and now I don't remember. Leah.
So I'm a Virgo.
That's it.
Which is an earth sign.
Right.
And and so people will talk about like Virgo, like I am not your like detail oriented kind of gal. Like I think like that's not going to be where I show up in it. But am I like judgmental AF and like hypercritical, quite to myself, but also to others? Do I love to analyze things? Yes. Do I love to? Am I is my love language like I can fix them? Yes. So yes, I would say all that checks for me.
Like, so I'm sorry to talk about heated rivalry again, but this is about Hudson and Connor. So Connor Story, the guy who plays Ilya, he is a Pisces. He's a Pisces man, which again, props if you're a Pisces man. That's got to be rough. But Hudson, his co-star Hudson Williams, is like famously he is says that Connor Story. He's like he is a fragile artist boy, and you should treat him with kindness and hugs because he can't handle anything else.
Yep.
And I was like, that is me. Like I just don't like I like yes like I was like the one time where I was like I my fellow Pisces, I feel you. Like I'm not saying everyone has to treat me with kindness and hugs. It'd be great, but I I am sometimes a sponge of like people's emotions. Just I'm so porous. They just go right into me, and then I feel them, and then I can't stop feeling them, and they overwhelm me. And I have a very hard to I have a hard time regulating my own emotions, especially if I'm around someone who's like volatile, which is why I married my husband who lives with one emotion his entire life. And I love him for it.
Well, okay, so apparently another trait with Virgos is like we can be like I would say we could be like the blockers of the zodiac, like put people on block. I put people on
Oh,
block like it's a part-time. I
you
enjoy
do.
blocking people. But I do have I think I told you guys I told you about how I blocked my sister, right? Was this a conversation we had?
I don't think
Okay, it was in
so.
okay, maybe it was in one of my, like, group chats.
Yeah.
So, my sister and I got into a fight on my dad's 70th birthday. I was there in person supporting. It was stressful for a myriad of reasons I won't get into, but we were throwing a party for him, and my sister had a job to do, which was to put together, like, an amalgamation of a bunch of people, like, who were, like, writing, like, messages of, like, love and support to my dad, was meant to combine it all, put it onto YouTube, and then I would hit, like, play at the event, and it would happen. So she got it all put together, but she didn't upload it. So I was having to upload it. So first of all, we know that like my tech skills are not amazing.
Yeah.
And then secondly, I was having a very difficult time trying to upload it. And so my mom had, you know, some fun at this event and was like, it's time to go and have this thing. And I'm trying to upload this thing. I'm fucking sweat, like literally sweating.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get this thing to upload to, like, save my life, and I was like, "Okay, we're having this party." I'm, like, missing the whole party because 'cause I'm in this back room trying to hook it up. So I
Aw.
get into it with my sister. I call my sister basically to be like, "This isn't working, like, this isn't the part I should be doing." We got into a sister spat,
Yeah.
and then after that, we didn't talk for a bit because when you have a sister spat, like, well, neither of you have sisters. Okay.
No.
Nope.
You let it simmer for a bit.
Mhm.
But when you're a Virgo, you can let it simmer forever. And so, like, I was like, I'm prepared to wait until the end of time
Right.
to have you reach back out to, like, make an overture to me.
Yeah.
And 1 month went past, 2 months went past. On the 3rd month, I'm like, I'm prepared to just never speak to her again. Like, if that's how this is gonna be, I could roll this into perpetuity. This is my toxic trait.
Mhm.
And she went on a trip and, like, my other sister was trying to, be in the middle, being like, "Can you just, like, reach out?" And I was just like, "Mm-mm, cannot." And so finally, she got back from this trip, and I tried to do something and, I tried to have some sort of an overture and, like, didn't hear back at all, and I was like, "Oh, well, if that's how" it was like a Key and Peele skit, like, if that's how it's gonna be, that's how it's gonna be. Then my sister reaches out to to my other sister to be like, "Well, you didn't even, like, respond to her message." She's like, "I didn't get a message." I'm like, "She sure did. Here's my screenshot receipts of the messages she got." So my sister in the middle is having to be like, "Well, here's the screenshot she's sharing where you aren't showing up." And she's like, "Did you block our sister?" I'm like, "No, I didn't block our sister." And then, like, we're going back and forth, and then I'm like, I don't even know how to block like, I don't, because I don't. On on social media, yeah, I block everybody.
Yeah.
But on my phone, I'm like, I don't know how to block someone on my phone. I have no idea. So I'm talking about this. My son's there. He's like, "Mom, give me your phone." I hand over my phone. He's like, you blocked your sister. Your sister's blocked. Like, Auntie's blocked on here." And
Auntie's
then they were all like,
blocked.
then they put together this whole story like, "Oh, well, you must have been drinking and got mad and blocked her." I'm like, I legitimately was not drinking, did not block. I'm like, I would admit if I did. I'd be very candid and be like, "Yes, I blocked your ass and I enjoyed that."
Right.
But I didn't. So somehow in being flustered and, like, fighting on the phone, like, when I hung up, like, I don't know what I did, but I, like, hit something and I did block her and then
I
didn't
believe it.
And if we had not had that intervention, I could have her blocked to this day and would still just be sitting there with my toxic Virgo ass. My sister, who is very beloved to me, who I care deeply about, and being like, well, she can find me when she wants to find me. And that's my toxic zodiac trait.
I'm curious because I've never tried texting somebody I blocked. Like what would you like? You wouldn't see anything on your end.
I
Like
didn't
when
see
you try.
anything on my end that looked blocked. She just didn't respond. And I wasn't like hyper fixating on it.
Right,
But
right.
like we were in a group. I don't know, because she showed up in my chat. I don't like, that's the other thing I would think. Because like on social media, if you block someone, they're gone. And I'll
Right,
have people sometimes, like I am a very annoying person too on like Instagram, because people like send me a reel. And half the time I just ignore it because I'm like, I've already blocked whoever that is and I can't see what it is. But sometimes I'll be like, I can't see it because I blocked them, because I blocked 3/4 of the internet. Like
Yeah, I
someone gets
can't.
me on, or like an annoying, like anything BTS that slightly irritates me, I'm like, oh, block, block,
Yeah,
block,
I
block,
don't
block.
send you. I don't send you BTS anything. I don't send you BTS anything because I tried 3 times, and all 3 times you're like, I have that account blocked, and it's totally fine. Like I'm not mad about it, but
No,
I'm
I
also
block
like,
everything.
it's okay. But I'm also like, well, I'm not doing this anymore
No,
because
no,
you're not.
fair. And no, you shouldn't. Like
Yeah.
it's how
So
I
I'm just
live
like,
my
I
life.
learned my lesson. I just don't send you. I'll just tell you. I'll be like, hey, I saw this cool reel, and that's it. I don't send it to you because there's no point. And also, I feel like if there is a reel that you really like, that I really need to see, you're gonna send it to us. So I don't
Yeah.
like share back.
No, it's funny, but like, yeah, like there is a lot of content that I've just, yeah. So anyway, I've
That's
taken a
very
blood of
funny.
your time, but yeah, I just thought it would be fun to touch a little bit on like, yeah, where the zodiological, you know, and for some listeners, they're going to be interested and they're going to be like, oh, I love talking about, astrology. And then some people are listening like, please, I'm like stabbing my eyes
Yeah,
out.
they're
And I
like
don't.
10 minutes of astrology. What is wrong with you? Well,
You know what? I'm
this-
going to block you too.
yeah, we do what we want. Black.
She won't know that she blocked you, but she'll block
Yeah,
you.
she won't know.
Yeah, I won't even know I blocked you. I just will have done it. So, okay, who can give me a really good segue over?
I
feel completely like brain dead today.
There is no segue tonight. The plot twist of tonight is the segue will be no segue.
We're just us.
We are now going to stop banter and go to content.
We are doing a cold open of content.
It's just like 30 seconds of us trying
Dead
to
air.
think, like breathing into the heavy breathing into the mics. As we
I'm sorry, I thought you guys blocked me. Okay. So what we're talking about tonight is first episodes. So we're going to talk like a little bit generally around first episodes. And then we're going to get into the fact that we each, because, it is 2026, baby. It is time to jump on these horses and start riding into some dramas. So we decided to spread it wide. And
Jesus.
As I said it, I am holding my toes, happy baby style, hips wide, ready to go.
Happy baby. Oh, God.
And
ramming that first episode right in.
Yeah, we are just welcoming it with
open
legs
legs
akimbo.
What the hell?
But to start it off, before we get into some general discussions on like what do we like or dislike in first episodes, and then talking about the first episodes we've selected, I want to do a little this or that on first episodes, because you know what? Clearly we are a little brain dead, and let's get grounded here. Okay, let's ground ourselves in to the theme. And if you're listening at home, we invite you to play along. You just shout out your answer and enjoy that. So we're going to talk just about opening scenes. So this or that, do you prefer an opening scene that is murder or an opening scene meet cute?
Normally I prefer an opening scene meet cute, but that's not what I'm going to be talking about today.
Oh, okay. Today, right now, I'm in the mood for a meet cute, so I'm gonna say meet cute. I mean, I do.
Me
I
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not in a murder mood. I think I was in a murder mood for a while. I'm done with my murder era.
I've got murder for you today.
You're like, I'm over it.
All right. So Do you want to have the first episode main character wakes up late and runs with toast, or like get into the
Right.
office, or a main character who's brooding in the rain?
I do love the like rush, the character who wakes up late and has to rush, and they're like putting on their shoes as there's like they're
With
like
toast
biting
in
the
their mouth.
corner of
Yeah.
their toast. I do love a good wake up late scene.
Same.
I'm in the mood for brood in the rain. I want to I want to have more of a brood. Okay. Do you want to know who the love interest is immediately, or keep it guessing for the episode?
I want to know immediately because I will never get over the bait and switch of startup.
Yeah.
I-
Mm. Keep me guessing. I want to guess.
I need to know immediately. Like even when I read a romance book, sometimes like the blurbs won't tell the names of the love interests. I'll read the reviews just to make
Mm.
sure that I have the names of the love interests. I don't know. I like to know who to root for. Like I don't know why.
That's a good one. Yeah.
It's
No,
part
it
of
makes sense.
it's part of what I personally love about romance is I know I'm rooting for the right person instead of a bait and switch where they turn out to be, I don't know, a murderer or something.
All right. How about, do you want to have in the first episode a childhood connection flashback, or strangers with zero history?
Strangers. Strangers. I need.
Oh, a
I'm.
thousand zero history.
Yeah. I'm getting over the childhood flashback thing.
I'm not over
I've
it.
been over it
I
for
still love the childhood connection.
no. I've been over it for I think 4 years.
I know I'm ridiculous. I know.
Megan's still there wanting like the
Mhm.
playground. Someone's
I'm
giving
still
you a
there.
flower on the playground.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm still
Okay.
there.
Do you want a first episode that explains everything, or one that trusts you to figure it out?
Trust me.
Yeah, I like Easter eggs. I like little hints.
Yeah, I will say like the one that I'm going to talk about today was it's meant. I mean, it's meant to be hard to figure out, and I enjoy that when
Okay.
with certain genres. So yeah,
I want to say trust me to figure it out, maybe, but I feel brain rotted lately, and I'm like, just feed me, just let me open my mouth and just
Right.
tell me,
Like a
which is
baby bird.
unusual. Like I would say, I think I am a figure it out, but just right now, I think I'm like explain it.
Yeah.
They bump into each other and spill coffee, or they start as or they start as an enemies in a work situation.
enemies.
I
I'm
don't-
in a mood
Lately
for
I haven't been
enemies to
in
lovers.
Yeah, I have not been into enemies to lovers. Part of me too sometimes is I feel like sometimes enemies to lovers feels a little forced in K-dramas. Like they hate each other and I don't like the reason isn't enough for me. So then I'm just like, can we just get past the enemy part already? Like then I just feel like I'm like just waiting for that. So I just want no, they gotta bump into each other and spill coffee and their eyes meet and they immediately are just like, insta love.
It's you.
Yeah. It's you, babe.
I want enemies to lovers, or I want enemies in a work situation. Okay, a cliffhanger that forces you to watch episode 2, or an ending that feels complete enough to walk away.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah, like
Every time.
I'm always looking for that like need to binge, even if I can't, even if I don't have the bandwidth. I
Yeah.
always want it to make me want to watch more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want a cliffhanger. I want to be like, because if I can walk away, I'm walking away.
Yeah.
A lead that's likable from jump, or a lead that's a mess you're not sure about yet.
Love a mess. Love, 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 love a mess.
Me too.
The messier the better because then you know you're going to get a good journey because they're going to take you on a journey of them learning not to be a mess. So the messier, the sadder, the broodier, the better for me.
Hmm. Do you like characters that steal the episode, or main leads that carry the whole thing?
Side characters that steal the episode. Love good side characters.
I think I want good side characters because I feel like if sometimes if good side characters aren't already introduced in episode 1, I'm a little worried like how good the drama is going to be. You got to like fill it out.
I
with other
agree
people.
for that too. That actually is like a tell for me. If we don't have good, like if we are like not invested, I'm like, okay, you're gonna have to hold. How are you gonna hold?
Right.
this?
That's a lot.
Yeah.
A big budget opening that shows off or a quiet start that sneaks up on you?
I feel like that's gonna depend on genre, but, like, I don't need big budget, so I guess I'll go with a quiet start.
Yeah, I don't mind a quiet start.
Yeah, I feel like there's a part of me that just knows I'm gonna like a big budget start potentially, but I think the dramas that I've liked that sit with me end up having more of a quiet sneak up on me.
yeah.
Right, if you're not relying on the budget to be what hooks you know what I mean? Like, I think a
Mhm.
good drama doesn't need the big budget opening.
So a first episode that makes you have to jump in the chat immediately or a first episode you need to sit alone with?
No, I want a first episode where I feel like I need to like tell everyone immediately about it. Like that's what I want. If I like need to sit and decide if I like it, that's usually not a good sign.
Same.
Yeah,
Agreed. I
absolutely.
have to be in, although I did not for this. I said nothing about the one I watched today.
Yeah, I have no idea what you even watched.
Yeah,
Mm.
I don't know what you yeah, I don't know what you watched.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna do one more. Do you like this or that? Pause to look up the cast halfway through, or stay locked into that first episode, no distractions.
Pause every single time because I can't I will be distracted by wondering where I know somebody from.
Yep,
Yeah.
I pause and look it up halfway, pretty much halfway every single time I
Yep,
pause and
and
look it up.
I did that today. 100%.
Yeah, I normally do that. It depends though. If the drama is like if it's a super twisty drama where I know that the surprises like me being spoiled is going to make a massive difference, I won't look stuff up until I'm done. If it's like a rom-com where I'm not really worried about seeing spoilers, I'll look it up immediately. And you know I don't like to be spoiled, so it like drives me
Yeah.
crazy. If I look stuff up and I see a headline, I get so mad.
All right. Well, let's get into just like we have a couple of questions below. If everyone just wants to kind of like before we get into like talking about what we watched, maybe if we each kind of like pick a question that we want to talk about quickly. Do you feel like you can smell a flop from episode 1 or have you lost all ability to predict anything?
What do you think?
For me
Yeah.
personally, like, so I'm gonna speak about, like, and this is only through the context of me because I am pretty hesitant to, like, deem something a flop overall. If I'm not engaged with it, that doesn't mean I'm gonna respect if somebody else has values. I might, like, say why I don't like it, and I feel okay with not liking it, but it's like, if I dog something or jump out, like, it's not like a personal fit, like, you know what I mean? So those are my caveats. But that being said, I can smell usually in episode 1 if I'm not gonna finish it. I will try my best though. Like, well, no, I won't.
You're
Why
like,
am I
well,
pretending?
actually,
I will want to sometimes try my best. Sometimes I'm like, I'm out immediately, but I'm trying to think of like, there's like 2 dramas recently that like I can think of that like I wanted to enjoy more than I did. I'm trying to even look up the name of the one. So the first one was Doctor Slump. For whatever reason, I really wanted to enjoy Doctor Slump. And I put it on,
mm,
I saw the first episode, and it wasn't a bad episode, but I was like, I'm not gonna be able to I'm not gonna wanna watch this. And I'm gonna pretend like I do and try because maybe I will. And I think it's because Park Shin-hye, like, gets a lot of shit, and I was like, I want to like her in this, and I did. I thought she did a good job in what I saw. And so when I saw that and I thought, "You know what? I think she's doing a good job here." And I kinda get tired of, like, the shit she gets. And Park Hyung-sik is just hot all the time, so, like, I wanna enjoy him too.
mm,
I was
mm.
like, I just wanna like it and just, like, turn my brain off and like it, but I was like, I just know I'm not gonna finish this." So that was Doctor Slump for me. And then the one that hurt because I just ah, is Tastefully Yours with Kang Ha-neul. I just knew
Yeah.
immediately. I started it and I'm like, "I'm not gonna watch this," but, like, I'm gonna pretend like maybe I'm gonna give it a couple chance. But I already know, like, halfway through, I'm out.
That was one Tasteful Yours was one where I felt like I was told that the characters didn't like each other at the beginning, and I didn't feel like I had a good enough reason for them to be like, especially like this kind of leads into another question, which is, um, well, like a reason for dropping a drama. If there is like a reason that I can't understand why characters are reacting to each other that the way they are, like if there's just this like weird animosity that doesn't feel grounded in something, um, or I and it I don't like that. Like if I can understand the character motivations about something as important to me as like the romance, so like in a rom-com, like from jump, or if you're trying to like force it on me that these people are enemies, like I mentioned earlier, like that is a reason I will drop a drama. I just can't get into the relationship, and I don't understand why they're acting that way to each other. It drives me crazy. Especially
Yeah,
when
I
they're,
mean,
like, mean to each other. Like, mean. So I'm like, Why am I just watching people be mean to each other? That's not why I watch
yeah.
K-dramas."
Enemies to lovers is one of those things like like we've talked about alphas where people get alpha holes like like it's not an alpha, it's an alpha hole. Like you didn't like give us what that we really need there. I feel like enemies to lovers wavers on that too, where you can phone it in and just think like, oh, they're gonna hate each other. But like there has to be like you have to enjoy it.
I think that, yeah, and I think I'd like to point out really good examples of that one because Love to Hate You, I will like shout it from the rooftops forever, like how good that drama is and how good of an enemies to lovers it is. And it's grounded, like there's reasoning for it. And same thing with Love Scout. Like we get to see the reason why they are going to be opposites for a while. And it works rather than, yeah, like being mean for mean's sake. Like there's nothing romantic about that.
Yeah, I agree. Those are both really, really good. I even think Suspicious Partner, where she thinks that he, like, gropes
Yeah.
her on the subway. Is she wrong? Yes, but also, like, I'd be mean to him too. Like, if that's what I thought, like,
Right.
it doesn't necessarily always have to be groundbreaking, but if you're gonna give me that tension right away, I need to, like, know why the tension is there. Because I'll never understand, and I won't be able to get behind why a character is just putting up with being treated poorly. So that's another thing too. Like you need to also tell me like why are they okay with this? And if I can't get there, even in like episode 1, or you don't give me some sort of like tease. Like if you give me like a tease of their past that something happened, that's good enough for me. I'm willing to like wait it out to see like what that incident was.
So there's a question on here that I like that I also have an answer for. How much confusion will you tolerate in a first episode before you decide it's not mysterious, it's just messy?
The
Look,
trunk, the trunk.
the trunk, oh my god, the trunk. So like the trunk we stuck with
Mhm.
because we were determined. But I will say that Hospital Playlist early on taught me that I have to deal with a messy first episode because you never know what can come after. Hospital Playlist, like the opening scene, I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? And I stuck with it because Leah had already watched it and said it was one of her favorite dramas. And I'm like, I'm just going to ride this out. And it wasn't confusing in like a mysterious way. It was just like a messily laid out like first episode. But the drama itself is absolutely fantastic. And like, you know, Megan and I will keep saying like we like the trunk more than we thought we would. More than we thought we did, even when we finished it. Like it took talking about it for the podcast to make us realize I think we like this drama.
Mhm.
Um, but definitely it was one of those things where I'm like, I don't know what's happening.
Mm-mm.
Like I
Almost the
don't
whole
know what's
time.
happening.
Almost the whole time. Actually, no, I didn't even know at the end. I still didn't understand why
Yeah.
half the things happened.
No. This is all just to say that like I will tolerate a messy first episode and go on to episode 2 because you never know.
I
I
will
always
sometimes. I'm really glad I did it with Hospital Playlist, but I
right,
still can't believe I got through. I think it's only because I like trusted the showrunners.
right. Well, you know, I've seen this in like writer circles. Like you don't have to like a character, um, and you don't even have to root for them, but you have to want to know what happens to them.
Mhm.
That is the biggest driver of like moving forward. So that's why like likable characters don't necessarily matter. Um, but you have to like be intrigued enough about this character to like want to know what they're going to do next. And I feel like with K-dramas that's absolutely me. I don't always have to like them. I really don't, but I need to be really interested in what's going to happen. I mean, I remember even Mr. Plankton, Udo Wan's character, I didn't like him for actually large portion of the drama because I don't think he was super likable on purpose.
But he was sympathetic.
But he was sympathetic and you cared what he was going to do. Like you absolutely, like at least I did. I cared very much about what he was going to do. He was sympathetic. He got obviously more sympathetic as the drama went on. And then of course, by the end, I was like, oh no, I am in love with this character. But I just mean the first few episodes, he wasn't likable. He wasn't.
No.
And so yeah, that's kind of my biggest thing is a K-drama just has to make me want to care about what happens to these characters enough to keep watching. Do we want to get into it? Do we want to talk about what we watched?
I think we should.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's jump in. Do you want to go first?
Well, I think it's funny with the this or that, because my this or that's always going to be like opening with a meet cute. But the drama that I watched the first episode of for today, it opened with a murder. And that is The Art of Sarah. And I wanted to watch this drama from the second that I saw the trailer for it. I haven't done a thriller in a
You've been
while.
talking about it.
Yeah, I haven't done a thriller for a while. So I love Shin Hae-sun and Lee Jun-hyuk from Love Scout. Like, say less. I'm so excited to see him again. And it's a con artist thriller. And the trailer for it is confusing, and rightfully so. Like, after watching episode 1, I even went and read a recap after I watched it to make sure that I was sure what I saw. And I was, because there is like some time jumping back and forth and it's hard to tell. But I don't think it's hard enough that like you won't get the episode and you won't want to keep watching. So yeah, it opens not the very first scene with a murder, but very soon after the first scene. There is a dead body found beneath a sewer grate. And yeah, there is absolutely zero meet cute in this. I mean, it could go in a romantic direction. I don't think it's going to, but like it could. I don't really know what to say. Anyway, before like we get into like, anything about our episodes, I do want to say that I was excited about this drama. I'm still excited about the drama after episode 1, and I'm definitely going to keep watching. And the first sort of thing that I just want to toss out there for anybody who's considering it, it's on Netflix. It's only 8 episodes. All 8 episodes are all there, and they're less than an hour each. So if you're looking for a nice short thriller, I think it's going to be fun.
Do you feel like you're going to keep watching?
Absolutely. I'm going to watch episode 2 after we get off of the pod tonight.
Okay.
Absolutely. It's not always enough to love the actors, but I do. But it's also, there's a bait and switch in a good way, and there's a twist at the end of the episode that really kind of sets things in motion. And I don't want to tell you, that's the whole thing. Like, it's a thriller, so I don't want to give away the episode 1 twist because I think it's fun. But like, I love a good con, and it's a good con, and you don't know who to trust by the end of episode 1. Like, there's a whole like interrogation. All right, I guess I'll just get into it, because episode 1 is basically like Lee Jun-hyuk is a detective and he is investigating the murder of Sarah Kim. This woman's been identified as this entrepreneur, Sarah Kim, based by a tattoo on her leg, because she's been like, her face has been bashed in, like it's not pretty. Tattoo on her leg, and it cracks me up. Like, there's so much talk about the Birkin bag in this episode. And this Birkin bag that she has with her. And that's how, like, they find out like who bought this bag. And it's all through this bag that they find Sarah's friend, who is another woman who is a CEO of a company who is trying to be like up and coming and more posh than she is, but everybody turns their nose up at her, nose down at her, because she's nouveau riche and she doesn't like come for money. So she can't get in with the in crowd. But Sarah turns out to be like the in crowd. She's super posh. She has this like new thriving company. Everybody wants something from Sarah, and she chooses this one woman to be like her sort of protege. And so it is this woman. Sorry, let me get her name, because she's awesome. She's the one that I had to stop and look her up, because I'm like, where do I know her from? So it is Park Bo-kyung as Jung Yo-jin, and she was in Love Scout. She was the competitor She was the competitor to Peoples.
Oh, okay.
So she was the other CEO.
Yeah, that's funny.
So she basically gets, the whole episode is basically like her giving her statement to Lee Jun-hyuk's character, to the detective, and basically telling the story of Sarah and giving the idea of, you know, why would anybody have wanted to murder her? And so it's a really interesting way for things to unfold, because then after this whole testimony is when you see the twist. And I thought it was really good. I, like I said, I don't know who is a supposed like good guy or bad guy here. I do know that Sarah.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, I do know that the character of Sarah is a con artist. But I don't actually know what she's doing. So it's fun. It's not, I mean, like, the dead body was not super gory. It was not pretty, but it wasn't terrible, like, for anybody who's worried about that.
Mhm.
And it wasn't like a jump scare. Like, you see it from up above the ground, like through a sewer grate. And then later in the morgue, and it's not terrible.
The vibe is like twisty and serious.
Yes, there was
Yeah.
zero comedy.
Okay.
There was one kind of cute little funny part, which I won't share because it's the twist.
Okay.
So I think that there could be a little bit of levity to it, and just like Shin Hae-sun's character, like, she just, I feel like she has a levity to her,
Mhm.
even if she is maybe a bad guy, not sure. So yeah, it's fun. So basically, what the premise is now is Lee Jun-hyuk trying to figure out who is this Sarah person, what was she doing, and why would anybody want to murder her?
Yeah. I mean, it's a good premise. Like, I remember seeing it and I thought it was a good premise. I have to be in the mood for twisty, but
yeah, I'm leaving a lot out because, like I said, because I don't want to give stuff away.
yeah, this is a
But
different
I was pleasantly surprised. Yeah, vibe wise, it's not. I'm trying to think of like a comp, and because the biggest thriller, like, in my repertoire, I think, is Flower of Evil, and I don't think it's that dark.
Could it be like The Trunk? Because The Trunk was kind of like
Maybe
twisty
The Trunk.
and weird.
Yeah, maybe The Trunk, but it's not weird. Like, it's not,
Okay.
like, I didn't finish the episode being like, what the fuck was that?
Well, it sounds like there's a Birkin
Yeah.
bag, a trunk.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Right, the Birkin bag. Right, the Birkin bag. And is it a real Birkin bag? I mean, no, honestly, it's not like you're wondering what the hell is in the trunk the whole time.
Yeah. Nothing.
And the only reason that I went and looked up a synopsis afterwards was to make sure I had the timelines correct. Because the jumping back and forth, it wasn't like enough time that like people looked different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was the only confusing part, and maybe that was the only like slightly messy part, but not a bad way at all.
Mhm.
Like, I finished the episode, I'm like, yep, going in for more.
That's cool.
I'm never totally in the mood for a thriller either. Like, I have to be convinced, and I think it was just the casting for this, which sometimes is all it takes to hook me.
Yeah.
And I've been struggling. Like, I haven't watched a drama
Right.
this year yet.
Yeah. Other than Singles Inferno, that doesn't count.
That's what I mean. Like,
That doesn't
Singles
count.
Inferno.
Yeah.
Otherwise it was like I was in a heated rivalry fever dream.
Psychosis. And I'm still in it.
I know.
They haven't
Never
let me go.
Never gonna end. But I think this is a good thing to kind of pull me out of it.
Right.
It's also like I'm writing a book, right? I'm editing a book, writing a book. Like, I'm deep in like the romance world.
Yeah.
Kind of working. So I think I wanted something also that was just gonna like take me out of that.
I'll go next. Let's save Leah for last because I actually don't even know what she
know.
chose. So it's funny. I actually was not sure what I wanted to watch. My three choices that I thought I could do right now, like that were like kind of piquing my interest, were Idle Eye, Spring Fever, and No Tale to Tell. So I actually asked Patreon. I was like, which of those three should I watch? And I would say it was like a tie between Idle Eye and Spring Fever, but I was surprised at the amount of people that said Spring Fever. Because I didn't hear really anything about it, so I didn't know like good or bad. But the amount of
I'm
people
kind of shocked that you have not started that before now.
Right. So I know. I am surprised. So I was like, you know what? I'm in the mood for An Bo Hyun. I feel like if anyone can take me out of like a slump, it's An Bo-hyun. You guys know how much I love him. Like I love him. So I actually didn't even know the premise. I'm serious. I knew nothing. I knew that
He
like
looks good in it. I just know he looks good. I've seen the
he
stills.
looks fucking look. He can do anything. I truly I don't think he's underrated. Like I truly do believe that he like people know he has good acting chops. He was in Itaewon Class. He was in Yumi Cells. Like he's in good stuff, but part of me is still just wants to like shout from the rooftops like he can do anything. So I love a good opening where the character is just miserable. And the female lead, her name is Yoon Bom, and she's played by Lee Ju Bin, who is absolutely stunning, but she doesn't smile until like 50 minutes into the first episode. And then she smiled, and I was like, holy shit, she is drop dead gorgeous. Like when she smiles. Anyway, she's miserable. She's unhappy. She looks in the mirror and she's like, don't smile today, Yoon Bom. Don't be happy. So, of course, immediately I'm like, yes, because I love a good character. Like, dopamine for me is taking like a miserable character and then like getting them to happiness. Like, that's part of romance. I think Sonali Dev said something about this where the author Sonali Dev, where like you take the romance is like the journey to get you to accept that you can be loved. That's what a romance is. And so that's always like a dopamine hit for me. And of course you're like, well, why? Like, why is she unhappy? What's her secret? I love a good secret. So the vibe is very typical, like K-drama rom-com. I had heard people act like the first episode was full camp. It's not. It's very, is it over the top? Yes. Like, can I just tell you about the introduction of An Bo-hyun's character? Because
Please do.
it's so great. Yoon Bom is a teacher in a school, and I think it's like a high school. And they're in like the faculty room or something, all the teachers, and all of a sudden, like the temperature plummets, and it's like snowing outside, even though it's like starting to be spring. And all the teachers look out the window, and all of a sudden they start yelling that there's an emergency. And Yoon Bum has only been there for like a year because again, she has secrets. We don't know what they are yet. And so she doesn't like know what's going on, and they're all yelling. They're all yelling emergency. And it's like a snow squall outside. And then amid the snow squall strides An Bo-hyun across the front lawn of the school, and he's wearing a t-shirt in the snow.
What?
He's just
Is there
striding
context to why?
Yeah. So because you're like, because they're all freaking out. They're like, he's here, emergency, everyone hide. As An Bo-hyun, they make him look like he's like gonna be Godzilla, like coming for the school, and he's like stomping with his boots. It's so great. So it turns out like all the teachers, his nephew goes to the school, and his nephew does not. His parents are dead. So An Bo-hyun's character is son Jae-gyu. So Jae-gyu, his uncle, like that's his guardian. Like he is his nephew's father, basically. And he's coming to the school to complain about something, but the teachers are all terrified of him. And it's funny because you're like, you don't know why they're terrified of him. And they start like telling all these like urban stories about him. Like he used to like they called him lifting cars, and maybe he's a thug or a gangster, but like no one really knows what he does. You know what I mean? He's got like one sleeve tattoo, which turns out is a fake sleeve. He pulls it off.
No.
He pulls it off. He's like, oh, it's fake. It was just a gift, and I have to accept gifts. Like, it's fake. It's so funny. Anyway, and it's like they play up that he's like big and scary. At one point he puts his fist down on a table, and the table cracks down the middle. Like they're really playing up this like big like guy. But you're like, as a viewer, I'm never terrified. Ever. Like he's never actually scary. Especially because they're in the faculty room, and you know, Jae-gyu's in there, and he's like advocating for something for his nephew. And the principal says to Yoon Bom, go make him a coffee. And she's a teacher, like just like everyone else in there. And immediately Jae-gyu's like, what? Is this what you do? You have your female teachers make coffee? I'll get it myself. And I
That's hot.
was like, well, An Bo-hyun just invented feminism, clearly. Like, we have a man in front of other men sticking up for a woman?
Hot.
Really?
Yeah.
Especially after like
That's
the
all I
hockey
need.
Olympic fiasco.
That's what I'm
God.
saying. Like, I'm literally watching this today and I'm getting tingles. So immediately you're like, I don't hate him. I love him. He is kind of like a golden retriever, which this is always, in my opinion, An Bo-hyun's best role. Or best, he's best at kind of like a golden retriever character, but like a golden retriever who's like a little rough around the edges, you know? Like, he's not like a himbo, he's not like Doppy. He's very capable, but he's also like just a little bit like simple in like, I think he sees things in black and white. And he's
Mhm.
just like, does that make sense?
Mhm.
And he loves his nephew. Like, fucking loves his nephew. Like, that's all he just wants. He's like, my nephew
Yeah,
is
single
perfect.
dad hot.
Yeah, so he's basically a single dad. But there's like an interaction with him and Yoonbom that like confused me because he was like, you made a mistake and I'm going to make you pay for it. And I was like, that's where I was like, what is it? Because you don't know like where the mistake is from. And you're like, what? God, is this some like weird manufactured tension? And then you realize, then there's a little bit of a flashback. You don't get much of it, but they've met before. She doesn't remember him, but he remembers her. And he's not happy that she doesn't remember him. He's like determined to make her like remember him. So I really love it. I love the idea that like, yeah, she is his nephew's teacher. He has to be around her a lot. I love that there's like these like urban myths around him. You still don't know what he does in episode 1. Like, you have no idea. And then at the very end of episode 1, they just introduce this. I like this too. I thought this was a good choice for the end of episode 1 because you felt like it was a good cliffhanger. Because I was kind of like, how are they ending this? Because it's like no one's really like at risk here. And then they introduce a brand new character randomly at the end. And he's this lawyer, like in Seoul, super fancy. And he explains that he has a nemesis and he's been searching for this nemesis for 10 years. And he finally found him. And it's Sun Jae-kyu. And he's like, I'm going to make him pay for his betrayal. And of course, you're like, whoa, what did he do? Like, I don't know. I love that. I love knowing that there's like, I think that's what, like, when we talked about a side character, like, I like that they brought that in because I was like, okay, now it feels like they can fill out 12 episodes because you're giving us like this like subplot that feels pretty meaty. And I think he might end up being the second lead. I could be wrong.
Oh,
But I think that might be where we're heading with that. I don't know, but I'm
I'm
open
kind
to
of
it.
into this actually. This I feel like I'm kind of interested. Like I'm more than kind of like this. I think this feels like something I'd be in the mood for.
I will tell you, I enjoyed it way more than I thought I would. I giggled. I giggled a lot. I giggled. It just felt fun. It felt like the K-drama rom-com that I like. It's got An Bo-hyun just looking fucking huge. Like, I don't know if they purposely cast small people around him. Like, I'm dead serious because the whole point is he's supposed to look big and scary. He looks like a tree. He looks like a redwood in a forest of bushes. Like, in this drama. Like, they're really playing up his height, and he's jacked. I mean, it's like typical like An Bo-hyun, like big thighs, you know, big chest, big shoulders. Like, they're playing it up.
Is this
And it
on
was
Viki or Netflix?
so this is actually on Prime. In the
Oh.
US, it's on Prime, Amazon Prime. So, look, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Do I'm absolutely gonna keep watching because I mean, I actually really like the female lead. I'm really curious. I want to know what her secrets are. There's a reason she left Seoul and we don't know what it is. We've gotten hints. I always love that. You know, don't you always love that? Like, you know, there's like this character has secrets, but like you don't know what they are, but you're getting these little hints and da da da. And also the nephew clearly has a crush on a girl in his class. So like that's another like plot line that they've introduced. So I think they've done a good job
Mm.
making me feel like they have enough to fill out a drama. for 12
Yeah.
episodes. Because you know what I mean? Sometimes you watch a first episode and you're like, I don't know.
Well, I mean, I was just thinking today about a drama that we both dropped a while ago, which is Typhoon Family.
Oh, right.
Where I was thinking about like when was the last time I watched a 16 episode drama? And that was the last time I think I tried to watch a 16 episode drama.
Hmm.
And we got like halfway, at least I think I got like halfway through episode like 8 or 9. And I did not feel like they had enough to fill 16 episodes because it felt
It was
like
so repetitive.
I was gonna say a lot of rinse and repeat
Yep.
of like all
Yep.
of the side quests of this, this company's gonna just keep losing and keep
Yep.
losing and keep losing.
Yep.
So yeah, I don't think it's that I don't have an attention span for a longer drama, but like you're saying, like I need proof that you have enough to keep me there for
Yeah.
12, 16 episodes.
Yeah. And like, I'm intrigued about their, like, of course, An Bo-hyun immediately, like, he's always had, I think, really good sex appeal. And I think he has,
Yeah.
well, no, I shouldn't. I think, I know he always has had good sex appeal. I do think he typically does have really good chemistry with his female leads. I think that he has chemistry with her. Like, he's immediately interested in her. He's immediately focused on her. They try to have this parent teacher conference and he just keeps asking her questions about herself. And this is the funniest part too. They like, I just have to tell this scene because it made me laugh and you'll understand, like, just like, you'll get the vibe of the drama. Like, she's sitting in a desk, like these like high school desks. Okay. And there's one like opposite her so that he can face her. And he goes to sit in it and his thighs, he can do not fit. So immediately the desk is just like, like the, like tilts up because he's too big. That's what I'm saying. They like play up on this, like the fact that he's big. So his legs can't fit under this desk. So he just picks up, moves it to the side, and then slides in like right up to her. Like, so he is like, his knees are touching her knees and he's just like right there in her
I'm
face.
into it. Like this is
Yeah.
my thing. I'm into it.
Yeah, I think you would like it. Like, I don't think it's silly. It didn't strike me as silly. It also strikes me as like being self-aware. Like the kind of like humor. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
the humor in like Business Proposal when she like her slipper flies off and it happens to like hit him in the forehead. That's
Right.
the type of humor I feel like I'm still getting from Spring Fever. Will it get, I mean, maybe, but I'm also okay with that because I was delighted the whole first episode. I just liked
I'm
it a
just
lot
looking
more.
up pictures because I'm like, I want to see, like, he is jacked.
He's huge in this.
Like,
I love it. And I mean,
jacked.
not always like, oh, I don't need to like a big guy at all. But
No,
Yeah.
I don't. I
think this
don't
sounds
usually
fun. Like,
need
this
that.
sounds like
But
a
like, yeah, this
fun-
looks.
Yeah, I'm into it.
It's
I'm into like a
fun.
big Jolly Green Giant.
It's fun. He is thick with 2 C's. He looks great. And, and I don't know, An Bo-hyun, he has like his eyes aren't symmetrical.
Yeah.
And I love that about him. So when he like stares at the heroine with these like asymmetrical eyes, it freaking kills me. And she's intrigued by him too. Like, that's another thing. You can tell she's intrigued. And yeah, anyway, I really loved it. Honestly, I was delighted. It's a hit for me based on episode 1. So we'll see how it goes. I think that people ended up liking it, but maybe not loving it. But I don't know. We'll see. An Bo-hyun can work magic in me. So
Are all episodes out?
yeah, it's all out.
Okay.
It's all
Okay.
out. And it's 12 episodes.
Okay.
It's a TVN drama, and it looks like it is based on a web novel.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Well, I am watching one that is currently airing. It is not all out. And I went with a plot twist, in my opinion, for me.
Okay.
I went with Our Universe.
Oh,
Because
yeah. And that was
everyone
one that I
likes
was
to tell
interested
this
in.
because of the cute baby, which is usually an automatic pass for me. I'm like, I do
Yeah.
not want to see a baby in my drama. I could care less. Get that baby out of my drama.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm happy when people like a cute baby, like, yay that you like the cute baby, but I'm just like, yeah, I don't want a baby.
Right.
Like, it's usually an anti-sell for me.
Me too.
But I was trying to be open-minded, and I really, honestly, to be perfectly honest, I was like, this baby is cute. Poppy will think it's cute. Fuck it. I'm going to watch it. I'm also going to say I am now 5 episodes under in this drama. So this drama, I'm going to disclose out of the gate, I kept going with this drama.
Oh, wow. That's
5
great.
episodes?
I'm 5 episodes in.
When did you start it?
Like 4 nights ago.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That's great. I'm happy, though, that it caught you.
So I want to give you just a little touch on the actors who are in it.
Okay.
So the first one is Bae In Hyuk. I've seen these, like the dramas that he was in. I haven't seen any of these, which are My Roommate is a Gumio, Cheer Up, or The Story of Park's Marriage Contract. But he's been in like a lot of second lead type roles. So this is his first like TVN lead. So he's now a lead. But the second one, I did not place. I was like, I could not figure out where I recognized this actress from. So her name is Ro Jong Yu, and she was in Our Beloved Summer as NJ, the idol that we loved. Like, so remember in Our Beloved Summer, we really
Yes.
liked NJ.
Oh,
We
my
thought she was a
gosh. We
cute
loved
character.
her.
Yes.
So this is her first time as a female lead in a drama. So,
I'm sorry. I just want to say I remember him from My Roommate is a Gumio, and I absolutely loved him, Bae In Hyuk. And so that's all. I just want to say, oh my gosh, I'm so glad he got a lead role. That's awesome.
and I am lying. She was also in Netflix Hierarchy, where she kind of like led that drama, which I have not seen Hierarchy.
Okay.
But anyway, so the tropes that we're working with right out of the gate are enemies to lovers. They hate each other from jump. Their opposites attract. So she is very like scrappy and emotional, and he's more controlled and guarded. Kind of almost like I'm Not a Robot-ish vibes, but not like the same drama, but like that kind of personality vibes. He loves like his furniture, and I don't know how. So they meet. Their meet cute is she tries to buy like a lamp online, and he's the seller. And they have to like negotiate together, but he like, so the reason I'm using like my I'm Not a Robot vibes is like he refers to his like furniture as his babies. So he like loves his like architectural like digest furniture that are kind of like whatever, like chairs and lamps and whatever, but like he loves his shit. And so that was like their meet cute. Lots and lots of bickering. Okay, so they are both kind of just like unstable from go. So she's like a delivery food driver. She hasn't been able to land a full-time job. She's close to her younger sister, who's like really just always taking care of her. Parents are not in the picture. And then it is a kind of a chaotic for a lot happens the first episode, like so much that you're like, how was that all in a first episode? But like the gist of it is like big sister has really looked out for her whole life. The hangups you would have as the little sister with the big sister who's always looked after you kind of thing. She does realize that her sister, she finds an engagement ring in her sister's purse and realizes that like she must have been proposed to, but was probably like not going ahead, maybe because of like feelings of the sister. So she like basically gives her blessing, pushes for a proper family meeting, is like, I want everyone to get married, like do your thing, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, we've got the hero who's like a photographer's assistant. He grew up in an orphanage because his older brother abandoned him. He is hung up on this issue. And when he like mouths off to his boss who like brings up this issue, he like offers to pay, like he basically offers to pay for everyone at this club, destroys his finances, and he has to sell one of his very special lamps to like make money for like his shit. So
special lamp.
this is where the leads
I love
collide
lamp.
over the lamp sale.
I love lamp.
It's a very chaotic, like antagonistic encounter.
Okay.
And through a series of unfortunate events where the hero accidentally takes the heroine's phone, they realize that they are actually in-laws. So they've got this like layered on. So this is like in-laws to lovers too. So his big brother who abandoned him at the orphanage when he was young is now with her big sister, and they have a baby too. So then tragedy strikes. This is all, we're still like not even like, we're just like
This is still episode 1.
Yeah. I
So
love this.
we have a white truck of doom that comes. We haven't had a white truck of doom in a while. And this
I miss it.
This is a white truck of doom that's not fucking around.
Okay.
So we have the cute like couple together in the car, and
Oh no.
just fucking bumps them. So they are dead. So now the cute, like we like this cute little family that we've seen, parents are dead. Like they're
They kill
dead.
the parents in episode 1?
Boom, dead.
Holy shit. Okay.
And so basically what the setup is now going to be is who's left to look after the baby?
Right.
Them. So we're gonna have this like forced so the setup is gonna be like that's where we're gonna kind of like we've got this forced proximity. He is damaged because he was left as a baby, is not looking to like be he's not stoked on this situation at all. They
Yeah.
don't like each other already. And there's a baby involved. So like through it's gonna develop beyond that. But I mean, there was
Yeah.
a lot that happened and I didn't hate it at all. And I realized I don't think I've seen in-laws to lovers before.
No, I love it.
And I actually really liked it because it makes for a good forced proximity of like, imagine you're both kind of young and chaotic trying to get into your shit. All of a sudden, like your responsible older siblings die, and now you're responsible for raising this. And the child is alarmingly cute.
Right.
Which
Oh my
to me, like,
gosh.
I'm like, "Plot mop it," but, like, I'm actually like, "No, he's actually cute," and they don't, like he's cute, and they, like, are, like, definitely, like, "Look at this cute baby doing cute things,"
Mhm.
but I don't feel like it, like, gets to where I'm like, "You are just, like, flogging" like, you're not trying like, I don't think it's lazy, basically. That's
Mhm.
what I realized, is, like, the baby's cute, and you're like, "Yay, that baby's cute," but it's not like this drama's shit, and we just have to be like, "Look, there's a cute baby." Off one little, like, one extra little thing just to say, because I think I said it. So this is
Yeah.
happens after. We are having I don't know where I'm just gonna jump ahead just a tiny, tiny bit for one thing. We have a second male lead being introduced, and it is the dude from Semantic Error, like the
Toxo
tall
Ham.
the tall yeah, and that was a delightful surprise.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't think it's like a 10 out of 10 for me. I felt like the episode covered a shit ton of plot. And so it didn't really feel like it, like, breathed a lot.
Mhm.
And it is a little bit, like, broad and over the top, but I'm gonna say that, like, I thought that the sisters' bond and the brothers' fractured relationship both were believable. Like, I believed that the sisters loved each other, and I believed that the other brothers had, like, a very damaged relationship. So that's also interesting too. Like, they both
Mhm.
have, like, different things. Um, they do give a good enemies to lovers, like, bickering type of thing, and then they do wait like, again, they use the baby well. Like, they bring out the baby at a good like, they're dead, and then the babies get brought in. So she's like they're, like, in the funeral home, like, with, like, the picture like, because you see, like, them die and, like, the truck and blah, blah, and then it's, like, their pictures in, like, the funeral home, like, that whole scene with the flowers and the chief mourner and the
Oh my
outfit,
god.
and that's when they bring in baby.
Bring in
And so
baby.
it's a good moment to, like, bring in the baby. And I guess the baby's like twins, it's like an Olsen situation. The baby is a scene stealer, but, like, I'm 5 in and I'm not mad about it yet. Like, I haven't been like I don't feel like the baby is, like, there to be lazy, essentially. I think the story is interesting and fun on its own, and, so far, I really don't hate it at all, and I would say that I like it enough that every night I'm looking forward to watch. Like, I don't sit and I'm not like, "Next one, next one, next one," but every night I've been looking forward to watching a new episode.
I think it sounds great. I'm actually really interested in it. I
Yeah.
didn't like the, like, in-law premise is really good, and then being forced proximity to, like, take care of something together is there's something about that trope that I really like, so actually I'm really interested in it. I didn't know the premise.
And
I'll
there's
be
some other
honest.
things that I think make very good choices after, but I don't wanna, like, get into it and spoil it, but I'm gonna say
Yeah.
that some I am. I'm gonna say one more thing, and then I'm gonna be done.
Okay.
The girl then gets a good job, like her first big job, and there is a timeline, like a ticking clock. So we find out, like, they're not signing up to live together forever. There's a ticking clock that they're going to be together.
Mhm.
But he's essentially caring for the child, and I think that is also what helps sell me, and I think that is and I'm only raising it,
Mm,
it doesn't come out in the first episode. He doesn't really want to do it, but it, like, works for his benefit, but then it's not like she's at home constantly doing all the
right,
domestic shit, like,
right.
she's trying to
Yeah.
get her career going and hold it down, and he's the stay so again, we've seen this, like we're seeing a fantasy, but it's working of, like, the male character being the domestic.
Yeah. Oh,
This
neat. I
yeah,
love
this
it.
was on my list because there is an American movie called Life as We Know It from the early 2000s with Josh Duhamel and Katherine Heigl, and they have like a terrible like first date. But what they have in common is that they are both godparents to like their best friend's kid, and then the best friends die, and have to take the kid. And I think it's a great, like, I think it ratchets up the forced proximity, like you said,
Mhm.
Megan, because you are then also like caretakers for another human being. You don't know how to do this. You didn't want to do this. You're not trained to do this. Like, there's so much good conflict just built in to the setup. And I get the first episode, like, having to cram a lot in, because it's a lot of exposition to
Yeah.
get in.
Killing a whole mom and dad in
Yeah.
episode 1 is wild.
Yeah.
But yeah.
A whole mom and
Um,
dad just dead, and like make them likable too. Like you first invest in
right.
them a
Yeah.
bit,
Oh,
which is a good choice.
yeah.
Yeah. No, that's on my list.
I
And I'm
cared
glad you're
enough
liking it.
about them that when they died, I felt legitimately sad. I wasn't just like plot Moppet parents died. I was like, oh, they were sweet. Like I kind of
That
knew
sucks.
already that they were gonna die, but like I was sad already that they were gonna die.
Right.
Yeah, I knew that was the premise, but still, I mean, I think that's also the testament of a good first
Mhm.
episode if you can make us care about characters that are only there.
Yeah, the thing with like putting two people together to take care of another human, it's like coworkers on steroids, because I think like
Yeah.
that's always a good like thing to make people work together, but making people work together and take care of a human is a whole new thing, just because like there's so many like embarrassing moments that happen when you're taking care of a child. Like you feel like it's like you are naked in that relationship. Like because taking care of a child brings out your true self and like warts and all, because it's so hard. So I like that premise a lot. I think I'm gonna watch Spring Fever first and then I'll go to our universe. I heard good things and
Yeah,
that
I'll let you
sounds
know if
great.
it like carries. And I do, yeah, I found it charming. Humor's broader than like my taste, but like, look, it's not bad enough that like it's put me off. I'm gonna say it's like a solid like 7.9 out of 10 for me right now.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm a hater sometimes, so
Yeah.
been in a hatey mood. So this is pleasant.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, both of yours are so far on my list for after I do Sarah, the artist Sarah.
It's not that I don't want to watch The Art of Sarah, that I just I don't know if I'm in mood for a twisty. Like as soon as I turned on Spring Fever, I was like, oh yeah, this is what I'm in the mood for. Like I'm in the mood for kind of like a silly rom-com, but also that's gonna make me feel things. And that's
For me with the twisty, I mean, aside from being okay, like being out of the romance sphere right now with what I'm watching, it's 8 episodes and they're like 45 minutes each. So I'm like, all
Right.
right, this is something I can knock out and get like my
Yeah.
first drama under my belt, because
Yeah.
I feel like I've been like in a little bit of limbo.
Yeah, break your slump. You can break your
Yep.
slump and then
Yep.
get back into stuff. And like, hey, K-dramas do twists great. Like I'm sure I'm interested to hear what you think when you're done.
Like in the next couple weeks, we'll give a heads up on did we continue with our
check-in.
drama?
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah,
do
let's
check-in.
do that. Let's do a check-in. But that was successful. Like what
Mhm.
I think
Yeah.
our first episode watches
It
were
was
successful.
good. And I want to thank you, Leah. You came up with this, didn't you, to do this?
Yeah, it was Leah's
This
idea.
idea, because it really is what forced me out of my slump and like to
Same.
watch something. So thank you.
Same. And thanks for everyone on Patreon who told me what to watch. If I didn't choose your drama, I'm sorry, but a lot of you chose Spring Fever and you know it if you read back through the comments. It was definitely between that and Idle Eye. People did like Idle Eye too, and that does look like something I might also watch. So maybe that's what I'll do too.
Yeah,
So
there's lots of good stuff out there now, and
yeah,
new for
I feel like it's been a
2026.
good year so far with a lot of
Yeah.
stuff that's catching my eye. So
Yeah.
Let
Well,
us
I'm
know what's
excited for
catching your
Spring
eye.
Fever. Yeah, I'm excited. So yay.
yeah, yay,
We did it.
we broke
All
our
right. Well, on
slump.
that note,
See you next
We
week.
get nothing.
We're
There's
done.
there's no
Yeah,
segues.
no, we
We've
did it.
absolutely
Right.
nothing.
You're like, on that note, you're like that Timothy Chalamet meme.
On that note, I'm going to go watch the next episode.
Yeah,
Same.
there you go.
I'm gonna go watch episode 2.
Me too. Okay, till
right.
next week.
Thanks for listening.
Annyeong.
Annyeong. Kamsahamnida. Thank you for listening to Afternoona Delight. Where can you find us outside the pod? Head on over to afternoonadelight.com. That's AFTERNOONADELIGHT.com.
You'll find links to all our social media, our book recs, K-pop and K-skincare recs, and if you want even more Afternoona Delight, because really who doesn't, you can join our Patreon, where you can choose the patron level that's right for you. Join in daily K-drama conversations, listen to bonus podcast episodes just for patrons, and participate in our monthly live K-drama support group via Zoom. We can't wait for you to be a part of the community. Until next time, annyeong!